Welcome back, everybody. Now today I'm testing out two rain gadgets. The $45 Simprella that folds down to the size of a phone, and this best-selling rain suit from Amazon. If you want to figure out how I got where I'm at right now, stick around for today's video, starting with the unboxings. Let's take a look at the Simprella. I paid $45 for this direct from the official website. Here's the user manual and quick start guide, and here's the unit itself. They claim it's the world's most funded umbrella, also the world's first Velcro hook and loop design umbrella. They say it's smaller and lighter than your phone. They say it folds away in seconds. Swappable Velcro patch allows you to customize the unit. I really couldn't find many user reviews for this one, so I'm kind of on my own. No pros or cons to report there. I will read these over and then we will get started. Let's take a look at this rain suit. I paid $46.99 for this on Amazon, where it currently has a 4.4 star rating among over 10,000 reviews. Currently a #1 bestseller. Here are the pants. There's kind of a nylon feel to it. And here is the jacket. They claim that it's a 100% waterproof rain suit. They say it'll keep you dry in light or heavy rain. Made of high-density polyester, non-woven fabric, and sealed seams. Breathable, comfortable, and it also includes adjustable components to customize your fit. Now, those who like it said it's well made, it dries quickly, and it's a good value. Now, those who didn't like it said the sizing was off or it's not waterproof. Now, I obviously have to wait for a rainy day before I can test this out. Let me just see how it fits. I ordered a large. Let's see, first impressions here. I mean, it feels light. It's kind of loud. I mean, the material itself is actually kind of loud. There's a bit of a smell to it that hopefully dissipates over time, but you can see that right here on the wrist area, that prevents any water from getting inside there. The fit-wise is perfect. Let me put the pants on. Definitely loud. It almost looks like a jogging suit. Do I have pockets? I do have pockets. All right. It doesn't feel real heavy. It feels comfortable-ish because it's over my regular clothes, so I don't really notice it too much. Besides the material having a bit of a loudness to it, it feels relatively comfortable. I think this is going to work. I hope. But when the next rainy day arrives, I'll try it out and let you know how it works. All right. I have read over these Simp instructions. I'm ready to get started with my Simp umbrella, and the instructions are a little bit on the small side. To open, it looks like we have to open this up. Push the slider up. Simprella will lock into position automatically. No need to press the button. I don't even see a button. Pressing the slider up. Well, there we go. Is it bad luck to open an umbrella indoors? I don't believe in bad luck. I mean, it's kind of on the thin side, but for it to fit into such a small space would kind of have to be, right? Smells like a new umbrella, and this is hanging down here. I'm not sure what's up with this. I'll have to figure that out. They have instructions for when it's windy. I'll have to see if I encounter that at all. Retract. Collapse and retract your umbrella. All right, so there's a button right there. You press to release it. There he goes. All right, now we'll pull this down. Number 2, it even says important. Tuck, important. Gather all 12 end tips and tuck them inside the handle. So these tips have to go in here. Let's see how easy that is. I've got all 12 right there. Let's see if this is easier now. There's a big test. All right, they're in the handle. Shake, optional. Shake to straighten out the canopy for a neater look. Okay. I guess that works. Shake it for a neater look. Okay, it's neat. Wrap. Wrap up the Simprella with a wrap handle. All right, you know what? I did not have high hopes, but honestly, that actually worked pretty well. Open and closing went without a hitch. My question is this going to be too thin to handle one of these monsoon storms here in Vegas? Because when our monsoon storms come, they can be pretty nasty. My tests are going to be dictated by whatever weather we get here in Vegas. Is it just going to be a summer rain or is it going to be a monsoon storm? Whichever one it is, I'm taking it out there to try it out, whenever that might be. First monsoon rain I'm getting this year. See how this goes. It's not raining that hard yet though. I got to figure out this. This is not right. Yep. Well, my first impression is that I don't feel like I'm getting wet, although I feel like it's getting in here a little bit. I have to fix this. Well, that was about a 2-minute light rain. I don't feel wet. One thing I can tell you is that for a bald head, moving inside of this, it's very scrapey. It's loud. It's scrapey and loud, but I'm dry. Is there more rain coming? I'm gonna stand here and wait. You know, you never really know when you're in the desert what kind of storm you're gonna get. Is it gonna last a minute and be light, or is it gonna last an hour and be heavy? I threw this on, and it ended up being pretty light. I'll wait a little bit longer, but I think I might have to try this again another day. Wow, is that scrapey on a bald head? Scrapey. It's also hot. I mean, I think the forecast today was something like 112, and it's kind of warm. But is warm and dry better than warm and wet? I would say so. I think there's the rainstorm I was waiting for. It passed me by. Oh well. I'll wait a little longer, but I'm gonna have to try this another day. All right, we got a storm coming. I'm on the move. I'm outside. Let's do it. Right now I'm getting mostly wind. Hoping the rain picks up for a little bit. I got stuff to test. Let's try this out here. It's not liking this wind too much. Oh no. Maybe the name fits. If you know what I'm talking about. It seems kind of small and thin, and it's not handling this wind very well at all. I'll try it in front of me like this, kind of pointing into the wind. Will that work? I don't know. I don't know about this. I have to face it away from me to actually not open up. Come on, Simp umbrella. Oh, look at this. It ain't gonna handle the wind. Doesn't like the wind. I might have to test this when there's no wind. Come on, Simp umbrella, you're failing me here. Oh well, at least I have my rain suit. I guess 1 out of 2 ain't bad, right? I can feel the coolness from the raindrops when they hit me on the legs especially, and I can feel it impacting me, but I don't feel actually like I'm getting wet. I kind of like the rain. In fact, I love the rain. So to be out here in it without getting wet, it's kind of fun. Although my phone's getting wet. For this kind of phone, maybe I shouldn't matter. Very disappointed in the Simprella though. Like, it didn't handle just a moderate gust. It would just invert, and that was it. Sometimes being compact isn't always a good thing. If you have to sacrifice the durability of the materials so that it can't handle something that's going to be encountering often. You have to imagine most umbrellas are going to have to encounter the wind. I mean, I'm pretty wet here. I'm just strolling here in the rain. The only part of me that's wet are my hands. The rest of me feels pretty dry. Maybe when I get home, I'll pull the Simprella out one more time when it's not as windy and see if I can get some kind of gauge of how it works as an umbrella. I didn't really get much of a chance. The wind just came through and just obliterated it. Steamrolled it after the first few seconds. All right, let me see what we got here. Taking off the rain suit. Am I wet at all? That's the question. Besides my sweaty armpits, because this thing is hot, I don't see any drops of water anywhere. Cue the stripper music. Well, as far as I can tell, the rain suit worked perfectly. I don't have a drop on me. The umbrella, on the other hand, that's another story. I'm gonna see if I can wait for another batch of rain to come through here without the wind and give it a try, because in the wind, it completely failed. I gotta give it a fair shot. And in that wind, I guess it wasn't a fair shot. The rain is picking up. I feel like one of those Weather Channel guys out waiting for a hurricane. And the rain is picking up, gusts at around 25 miles an hour, and so far the Simprella is holding up. And I got Bailey right here. Bailey, you're gonna get wet. I'll keep you dry with the Simprella. Oh, you guys should have seen this. Bolt walked here, felt some raindrops, and went flying back inside. He did not like the rain. Bailey doesn't care about it though. What I'm noticing right now though is this handle is not particularly comfortable to hold on to. It's not very ergonomic. It's also not a very large umbrella. I feel like my waist is getting wet. If I had my rain suit, I wouldn't be getting wet, but that defeats the purpose to test this umbrella. Oh, it's picking up. Gotta love it. I gotta love it picking up. Well, whereas my last test, it seemed to just not do very well in the wind. Here, the wind isn't quite as bad, and it's holding up pretty well. I'm getting protected, although, it's flopping. If the wind picks up, it might be simp time and another definition of the word than this umbrella. I mean, so far so good, I think. Although this isn't like the largest umbrella I ever had. I feel like I'm having to really kind of huddle underneath it. Come on, Simprella, you can do it. And there goes Bolt. Bolt's he hasn't really had much rain experience. I think he's kind of having fun with it. This is kind of a small umbrella, and you can see the wind moves it around a little bit. I'm struggling. But I'm still hanging in there. Oh, Bailey, you're getting wet. Oh no. Oh no! I almost lost my phone there too. Uh-oh. No, don't do that. That might have been my fault. I was trying to hold it high so it wouldn't fly around so much. You know what? I have another umbrella that I reviewed 9 years ago, and it's designed for a little bit more extreme weather than this umbrella is. Let me go grab that one for comparison's sake. Look at this size difference. Better umbrella, Simprella. Now this is what I call a comparison. The better umbrella is way more durable. It can handle like much more significant winds. I had to get my rain suit. This was more rain than I anticipated. Even with the Simprella, I was getting wet. Let's try this again. Now that I know I'm not gonna get soaked out here. And I put the dogs inside too. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna hang out here. Oh, look at it blowing around. Look at it blowing around. It's certainly struggling in this wind. I'm trying to keep it close to my head, hold on to it securely. I'm trying to give it a fair test here. I mean, it's working as an umbrella, but pretty much from here down, I'm getting hammered with rain. Is this a fair test? I don't know. It's an accurate test. It's a real world test. It certainly is a smaller umbrella than I would like in this kind of rain. Back to dual umbrellas again. I'm just gonna kind of hang out here and see what happens. I got my rain suit, so I'm not worried about getting soaked. Now what happens if I turn into the wind? Oh! Oh, look at this one. Better umbrella not affected. Simprella affected. This is not easy. It's days like this. I love doing product reviews. I absolutely love this. This is what I dream about all year long, doing a test like this. I can tell you one thing. The only thing that I feel wet on me is my shoes, because this rain suit's keeping me dry, and my hands. I think the Simprella are really struggling, and it's hard to hold on to. So you're struggling with it, and the handle's not very comfortable. The better umbrella is much more durable, much more sturdy. The handle is ergonomic, and it's 9 years old, and it's still hanging in there. Let's go back to the rain suit now. I'm getting a little bit of water in my face, getting a little water in my shoes, but otherwise I feel pretty dry. Let's talk about some pros and cons of these two gadgets here. The Simprella. The pros of the Simprella is that it does function as an umbrella. And it's extremely compact. It is smaller and lighter than a phone, so you can pretty much, I can put it in my pocket. That's pretty good. The cons would be that it's kind of light and kind of weak. In other words, the name Simprella may not just be a clever name. It's kind of light and weak. And it doesn't handle the wind very well at all either. Light rain, probably good for it.
I lost my microphone because it got wet. But as far as the rain suit goes, my only real con is if you don't wear a hat, the hood seems to go in your eyes. But otherwise, I've stayed completely dry and pretty significant rain. The rain suit does work as advertised. So if you've tried either one of these products, tell me what you think in the comments below. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.